The U.S. Army enlisted rank insignia that was used during World War II differs from the current system. The color scheme used for the insignia's chevron design was defined as either silver gray on dark blue, olive drab on dark blue, or khaki on dark blue. This scheme of rank insignia was established by War Department Circular No. 303 on August 5, 1920 and would see two significant changes in 1942. The usage of this style of insignia was ended by Department of the Army Circular No. 202, dated July 7, 1948, which provided for significant changes in both rank and insignia. Pay grades. In 1920, the pay grade system was modified so the enlisted ranks were separated from the officer ranks. The first grade signified the highest enlisted grade and seventh grade indicating the lowest. In 1951, the pay grades were reversed with first grade being the lowest enlisted grade and seventh grade being the highest and an E prefix a euro, which stands for enlisted. A euro was used to represent the enlisted pay grades. 1920 a euro 1942. Specialist equals. The rank of private specialist, usually just called a specialist, had the command responsibilities and official insignia of a private first class, but also conveyed higher pay depending on the speciality and skill. While the official insignia was just a single chevron, it was not uncommon for local commanders to authorize local use of specialist insignia which consisted of 1 chevron and 1 to 6 rockers depending on the pay grade of the specialist. To indicate their speciality, a trade badge was sometimes inset between the chevron and the first rocker. These were often identical to the abandoned trade badges used before the reforms of 1920. Technical sergeant equals. Technical sergeant was renamed Sergeant First Class in 1948. However, it still survives as an Air Force rank. A technical sergeant was often designated a platoon sergeant, acting as second in command. 1942 to 1948. Technicians equals. On January 8, 1942, under War Department Circular No. 5, the ranks of Technician 3rd Grade, Technician 4th Grade, and Technician 5th Grade were created and replaced the existing specialist ranks. Initially, these ranks used the same insignia as the Staff Sergeant, Sergeant, and Corporal, but on September 4, 1942, Change 1 to AR 600-35 added a T for technician to the standard chevron design that corresponded with that grade. Despite that, as with the specialists that they replaced, unofficial insignia using a speciality symbol instead of the T were used in some units. A technician was generally not addressed as such, but rather as the equivalent line rank in its pay grade. Officially, a technician did not have the authority to give commands or issue orders but could under combat conditions be placed second in command of a squad by a sergeant. Unofficially, most units treated them as though they were of the equivalent rank of the same pay grade. The technician ranks were removed from the rank system in 1948. The concept was brought back with specialist ranks in 1955. First sergeant equals. On September 22, 1942, in Change 3, AR 600-35, the rank of First Sergeant was increased from 2nd grade to 1st grade in pay. The insignia was changed to add a 3rd rocker to match the other 1st grade rank, Master Sergeant. Abbreviations. As seen in the comparative chart below, the U.S. Army ranks during World War II were not abbreviated the same as they currently are today, having all letters capitalized. Rather, only the first letter was capitalized, followed by the rest of the abbreviated word in the lower case, and a period to indicate it as being an abbreviation. In some cases, 2 or more letters were capitalized with a slash mark after the first letter to indicate that there was more than one word in the full title of the rank. See the comparative chart below. Comparative chart equals. Some ranks are not included in the chart for a proper comparison. See also, ranks and insignia of the Schutzstaffel, comparative officer ranks of World War II, United States Army enlisted rank insignia, United States Army officer rank insignia, United States Army uniform in World War II. References: Second World War era, AB History of enlisted ranks. Sources: Lieutenant Colonel Robert Alexander MacDonald Biography, Rank, Enlisted, U.S. Army entry from the Saving Private Ryan Online Encyclopedia.